Hi, this is Dr. Mike Licona, and we're looking at the 10 most common myths pertaining to the resurrection of Jesus. Today we're taking a look at myth number 10, and that has to do with the lost Gospels. Those lost Gospels like the Gospel of Thomas, the Gospel of Peter, the Gospel of Philip, the Gospel of Mary. Don't these talk about the resurrection in a different way? Like, for example, in the Gospel of Thomas, it refers to Jesus' resurrection as either immaterial or simply as enlightenment. So what do we deal with this? Why would we accept the New Testament literature while rejecting resurrection of Jesus and resurrection as it's presented in the Gospel of Thomas and some of these others? Well, for one, the Gospel of Thomas is believed by many to have been written in the late part of the 2nd century. Some scholars of the more rather skeptical stripe like to put it in the late 1st century. Most put it around the middle of the 2nd century. There's a lot of debate going on about when Thomas was written, but here for me is the killer. Despite when the Gospel of Thomas may have been written, or no matter how early it may have been, scholars of Jesus looked and tried to determine, just like with the canonical Gospels, they applied to the Gospel of Thomas, on what Jesus actually said and did. What can we prove, historically speaking, about the sayings and deeds of Jesus? Resurrection is only mentioned twice in the Gospel of Thomas, in saying number 37 and in saying number 51. One of them talks about the resurrection as being enlightenment, the other as disembodiment. But what's really interesting is that not even the radical fellows of the Jesus Seminar regard either of these sayings of Jesus as authentic sayings from Jesus that their later inventions put in there. So actually the Gospel of Thomas doesn't tell us anything pertaining to the resurrection of Jesus. And this would have been the earliest of those lost Gospels. So what we find is that the New Testament literature provides us with the very best information on what the early Christians claimed and believed pertaining to the resurrection of Jesus. It's been nice being with you for these 10 sessions. If you'd like more to get a lot more in depth with learning about the resurrection of Jesus, go ahead and order the Case for the Resurrection of Jesus DVD by clicking on the link at the bottom of this screen. I hope you enjoy it. It's been great being with you these last 10 days.